Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine.
Is that out of your system now?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do your opening.
Yeah. If you have been watching or following the Cinefanatics for any period of time, you would know that typically, towards the end of the video, we're complaining about being hungry. That is not the case on this video. We decided to eat a full plate of barbecue before this, and that may have been a mistake.
But I'm very happy.
I'm sluggish. And those are our names. We are the Cinefanatics.
Oh, what's up, y'all? I'm happy. He's sluggish. Better known as Robert and Chris.
Yep, there you go. Welcome to another Schmoedown reaction. We've got the next match in the Inner Geekdom tournament. It is the debut match for two individuals who are actually veterans of the Schmoedown now. It is Jeannine the Machine and John the Mad Hatter Humphrey.
Yeah. Both of these players have never played in IG before.
Nope.
This is going to be interesting because we have no clue what they could potentially know. This is what I like about these. This is pure veterans who know the game. They know how it's played. They know what to do.
Oh, ribs.
And we have no idea what they know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We made a bracket. You can see our bracket. See our bracket?
There it is.
So, obviously we chose a winner. But we're going based completely off the idea of we don't know anything about these two as far as what they know in regards to IG.
Now, we can make some assumptions.
Yeah.
Jeannine is a professional, in my opinion, at cosplaying and entrances in the Schmoedown. If you're familiar with her Misty Knight cosplay, that tells me that she knows her geeky stuff.
Yeah. She did a Harley Quinn also, but everyone knows Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Misty Knight, you either read the comics or you watch the Luke Cage Netflix show, and that's about it. And the fact that she did the comic book version of Misty Knight. Yeah, that's super nerdy.
Now, John Humphrey, he is over with The Real Rejects, and they are another movie YouTube channel. We've talked about them before when Greg Alba had matches.
Elba.
Yes, Idris. The thing about them is that they are a movie YouTube channel in the current sphere of movie space, which you can't be a movie YouTube channel without having some relative interest in, say, at least the MCU. Star Wars, Middle Earth.
What we're trying to say is the current movie space is home to a lot of geekydom.
Yeah. Blockbusters nowadays is synonymous with geek.
Bankruptcy.
Also, except for the one on Twitter, they're a really good Twitter account. You should definitely give them a follow.
The last Blockbuster?
Yeah. Not a sponsor. Anyway.
They're not sponsoring anyone.
They can't afford it. Anyway, what I'm saying is that we have two people who do definitely have geeky sides to them and could be showing off some pretty solid geeky knowledge in this tournament. And that is why we're interested and we're looking forward to what's going on here. On top of that, it's Usual Suspects versus Quirky Mercs.
The Quirky Mercs.
And, because factions are always looking for points, both of these factions are looking for points. Mostly the Quirky Mercs at this point because the silly little pandemic stopped them from being able to get matches taped in the studio. So they're kind of, give me points right now. Sorry, that's the brisket.
Brisket, so good.
Anyway, we got Jeannine on this one. We showed the bracket earlier. Reason being, it's Jeannine.
One is Jeannine. I think she's had more time in the Schmoedown. She's played more matches than John Humphrey has.
John's only really played. Is that the
coleslaw?
Okay, got it. John's really only played teams. And in the free-for-all. He got the VIP in the first free-for-all, but he's really only played teams with Greg, and so there hasn't been a whole lot of him kind of jumping in and going only the lonely, So this is going to be an interesting time out here, especially because he's going to have Koi on his side as long as Koi's internet works this time. And we'll see how that combination works out for him. But do give it to Jeannine on this one. I believe that Jeannine has the extra knowledge necessary to pull the victory here.
Yep.
So let's jump on into the thing. Actually, no jumping. I'm very weighty right now.
We're heavy people.
At least after eating full plates of barbecue. Texas. I'm definitely not hungry after this.
Trying to get those exercises in.
Work that protein. Extra protein.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the
Sander Drax.
Geekdom tournament.
Wow, that's a call.
What a tournament it's been so far. We've got 2 tournaments.
I know
Mark,
this one.
in the Inner Geekdom.
Do you?
Following up a great
No.
Star Wars tournament. How you feeling
I'm
about
pretty
this
sure I do,
match
though.
coming up here?
It's one of those I know it, but
nerdy
it's
goodness,
just...
Christian.
I'm almost certain you don't.
Star Wars tournament,
Oh,
you know
well,
that now
okay.
when we get into Inner Geekdom, so
Drax
many
is from
more
Guardians of the
movies,
Galaxy.
so many
Not
more
that Drax.
franchises are in
Xander
play.
is the
Billions
planet
and
from Guardians of the
billions
Galaxy.
dollars have
Not
been
Guardians
made
of the
by
Galaxy.
these movies.
Xandar.
We're about to ask questions about the box office, but only one of these 2 competitors is going to advance in this tournament. And
I don't
get
know. I hear
closer
Xander and I
to
wanna
the
say Cage, but
billion-dollar I'm being told
I know that's
we
not
actually
accurate
do
either.
not offer billion-dollar cash prize.
That's in a couple of years from now. Listen,
Just a couple.
one of the main things here of this season, it's all about the factions. And the factions have made
not Ninja
some
Turtle reference, is
interesting
it?
moves
Nope.
all the way around. And no,
You're not
fall in
gonna
that
guess
category
it.
Just
more
letting me
so
score him here.
than
Yeah.
the inglorious one, Sam.
You wanna get to it before
Levine,
he does?
Former commissioner, former
It's Billy Zane's the Phantom. Xander Drax was Treat Williams' character.
To his credit, and I knew it, his schedule was going to take him out a little
the
bit.
Phantom
Doesn't mean he wasn't involved.
askable
He's
in
been
this?
very,
I guess it's a
very
comic
involved
book, right?
this
Yeah, well,
entire
it was a
season.
comic strip,
And
yes.
what did he do? He said he was going to make some big moves.
I mean, they
He
asked
made
about
some
the Crow.
Massive moves. He found himself
Fair enough.
some big time
pull.
firepower.
I wanna see Ellis back into the competition now.
Yeah.
But what else did he do? He went and he got himself Molly Damon in the Star Wars tournament, and
Kinda
then
wanna
he
see
made
Ellis in
another
Inner Geekdom at
surprising
this
move,
point.
and he said, guess who my 2 competitors are
Just
in
for fun.
IG? Jen Kemp, the meme queen herself, and Jeannine the Machine, playing in Inner
Pinto
Geekdom.
beans?
We've never seen her. We've seen her in teams
Yeah.
and singles, but Mark, she's making her Inner Geekdom.
I didn't have any of the
debut
other
today.
sides, so...
No, it's been such a shock to our system, Christian, because Jeannine, we know her for a variety of knowledge in the world of movies, but when I think Jeannine the Machine, I think maybe romantic comedies or comedies in general, dramas. Those are the things that she's known for. That's what she's kind of built her house upon, so to speak. But now, in Inner Geekdom, Christian, there's not a lot of romantic comedy in the world of Inner Geekdom movies. There may be a chuckle here and there in Star Wars. There's the I Love You, I Know. But I mean, other than that, what are we looking at from Jeannine the Machine? She's going to show
Deadpool's
us
a
whole
romantic
new
comedy.
world of knowledge, we think.
His
Now,
marketed
that's
as
the one
such.
side of the coin. The other side is the Mad Hatter. That's right, John Humphrey, who became an absolute.
How did I know they were
darling
going with
back in
that
the
one?
First ever free for all. He won
It's 'cause it's the
everybody's
free-for-all
hearts,
entrance.
and then the Real Rejects. This year went on a whole new run. Both Greg and John have been just beloved by the fans. Listen, beloved by this
yeah,
very
honestly,
chairman.
you can't get enough of
myself.
those two.
I love these guys, and I love John, and I love. I just don't know what the hell he knows about Inner Geekdom. I have no idea what he knows. I know he.
You know, he's always been a wild card to me. I have no idea what his strengths in anything are. I know he's a nice guy. I know he gives good hugs when we're legally allowed to do that. He's got great hair. I have no idea what his strengths are. I know he's gotten a lot of points. He's great in free-for-alls. He's been helping his team tremendously, but I do not know what he's good at. So are we going to see one of those categories show up on the wheel for him today?
Well, we don't know, but we know that he's a quirky individual and he fits in very well with the quirky Mercs. Because Koi Chandru, also another one, both of these teams, both the usual suspects and the quirky Mercs, need a victory very,
I don't
very
see there
bad.
being too much
They
smack
need
talk
3
between the two
points.
managers
They-
here.
Somebody can get a knockout. They need that.
Sam
4
is
points.
respectful
because Sam
when need
had
be.
to make all those moves.
And
he
Koi's a
lost
nice
his
guy.
#1 pick in Drew McWeeny when McWeeny stepped down. He needs points.
not
and
gonna
he
be a
knows he
rivalry
needs
here.
points. And can Jeannine beat John Humphrey today? That's a big step for the usual suspects. Sam's a competitor. We know that. We've seen that before. And don't let the little kind of smile. I'm like, everything's fine, buddy. He wants to win. I know the guy. He wants to win. He'll give you the, oh, no, of course not. He wants to win. And that's why he put Jeannine in.
I can
That's
picture
why
what
he
he's
was
doing on.
He sees it in
Ah,
he sees
shucks,
what
mister.
they
A
can do.
win sure would be
Very
nice.
interesting how large retirement and the concept therein looms over this match, because with Sam Levine, you always wonder, okay, well, did he retire? Was he
Gee
just
willikers.
tired and he wanted to go to Del Boca Vista? Was he sick of competing?
Gee willikers,
His
mister.
recent moves clearly show
There
that
sure
he's
are
not
some
tired
big
of
feet.
competing, that this is what is now feeding his competitive fire, is being
I had a win. Can I have
manager.
some
And
more?
with Roy,
More?
somebody who is custom made
Oliver
for
Twist.
the management position. He's a great
Yeah.
leader. He's a great rallier of team camaraderie. But is John Humphrey going to be able to come through for him today? A lot of questions marks on this match right now. And
That barbecue
and Mark
was
as
good.
well.
Could I have some more?
All right, I want to see how we
There's
got
like a
here,
strip
but I
of
will
brisket
say about
left.
Coy Jandrew, and don't tell
Brisket.
Sam this. Coy's probably my favorite person to deal with on the phone. It's a manager. All right.
Okay, now that the Quirky Merc's getting a lot of love from you today. Not as much on the other side of the coin with the usual suspect.
Not true. I gave Jeannine a lot of love. I think Jannine's one of the best
Okay.
competitors we got. I don't know what she knows about Inner Geekdom, but if somebody's going to study, it's going to be Jeannine. All right, so I'm sick of you and I'm sick of me. So let's find out how we got here. Here we go.
So you're probably surprised to see me in the Inner Geekdom tournament. But think about what you know about the machine. I'm not afraid of a challenge, and I know how to work hard. So let's do the damn thing for the usual suspects, because I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
Sold.
I mean, she was wearing the Misty Night Arm the entire time.
I was just thinking about the draft. Jeannine! The machine! Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys not realize that she was a 3-league player?
You know what makes an Inner Geekdom champion?
Spidey Cat.
Details.
But I want to be very sincere and thank Coy because he doesn't tell me what to do, but he knows how to guide me. He's like a good therapist for the Schmoedown. Yeah.
Iron Man, Logan, The Vanisher, Fake Cat, Real Cat. You never know the information you might need, but you know who does know? John Humphrey.
Coy, you gotta cancel the match, man.
Remember that, that free-for-all a bit ago with John just kind of taking the whole thing by storm.
The free-for-all, man, that was like 3 years, a month, and several days ago now. Have you seen Jeannine play? She's got a cool nickname. I can't compete with that.
We all know I've had a rough go with the Schmoedown, but I like a new challenge, unlike certain hitmen I used to know.
I am awful sorry that John Humphrey has to be the guy to face her in the first round.
He's ready for anything. And frankly, he's gonna win this whole thing.
Dude, I can't get inside her head when we're remote, man. How am I supposed to do that? I don't know anything about machinery.
I don't think the Quirky Mercs are going to out today because Jeannine tastes victory.
And to my opponent, John Humphrey, much respect to you, but I know I can hang, and I'm about to prove it right now.
I've been sleeping every night with the original copies on VHS, unedited by George Lucas, the creator.
Oh, we gotta be careful with those, man.
Because of Brian Johnson.
So come on, Peggy. Let's do this.
Those are gotta be worth like millions of
He's got
dollars.
a team behind him that's gonna put him at number 1.
Or, you know, like,
And yes,
maybe
there's gonna
100?
be 2 number 1s. Because John Humphrey and Greg Alba are both winning this whole thing. I don't know math.
You can't plan that! That was fantastic. I love Koi's cat.
I think the cat wants more food.
Good old Spidey Cat.
As you see, Mark,
That was awesome.
There's no bad blood here between the two managers or the two competitors. There isn't this kind of smack talking we've seen all over the internet. This is a classy game, but make no mistakes about it, they both want to win.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun because Jeannine, when I saw what her background was, it's a very
I do love
nice
that
and
both Greg and
machine-friendly
John
kind
were
of
like,
background. John
well, I'm in
Humphrey
Inner
has been
Geekdom.
quarantined
Why?
in the back of a guitar
Why am I
shop this
here?
entire time, so it's going to be really interesting to see how they
course,
play
Greg won
within
his
their
match.
respective circumstances.
Well, before we get to see both the competitors, we're going to hear from both the usual suspects, Captain, the usual suspects,
Mr.
man
Manager.
himself, Sam Levine, and from the Quirky
What a
Mercs,
unique world
Coy
it would be
Jandrew.
if Greg
Gentlemen,
wins the
massive,
right side and
massive
John wins
match
the left,
here.
wins the left
Sam,
side.
You gotta
In the
be
finals
feeling
of the Inner
nervous.
Geekdom
You gotta
tournament,
be
it's just
feeling
Greg versus
confident.
John.
I mean, what's it all? How are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I mean,
Is it possible?
Like I said
Maybe.
before, I think it's the
It's
greatest
probable because they're
gift
both
that I ever
competitors in
got
the
that I was able to
tournament.
Well, I
snag
mean,
Jeannine
yeah.
in the third round of that draft. She is a
Possible?
triple threat player. You can count on one hand.
It
the
would take a
number
miracle.
of players in this league who are triple threat players. So I feel
The Princess
so
Bride, right?
honored and
Yeah.
delighted that Jeannine is playing
Took you way
with
too
the
long.
Usual Suspects.
No, I knew
think
it.
she is absolutely going to change some minds about her overall
They're only
strength
mostly
as a
dead.
player in today's match.
All right, excited to see it.
Love a good
Boy,
MLT, mutton,
real
lettuce,
quick
tomato.
here, John Humphrey.
Or
We've seen what he
brisket,
can do with the free for all.
barbecue,
We've seen what
Texas,
he can do in teams.
cream
but
corn, that was so
Intergeekdom, I
good.
have to be honest. When you told me here are my two players, it's the real rejects. They're going to be the Intergeekdom guys. I didn't know they had an interest in it. Is John Humphrey going to be a brand new star in the Intergeekdom division?
So what always surprised me was that they didn't play in the Intergeekdom, because I find that to be both of their strengths so consistently. When I see what they do well when we have conversations outside of the game,
Yep.
any sort of like social interaction, it's usually about things within the Intergeekdom. So I just feel like it's a lack of, we just haven't seen it before. It's unprecedented ground. So I'm not worried, and I feel like they bring exactly what I see the quirky mercs as being. Like, if there's anyone that's quirky and a mercenary in this game, it's John Humphrey. So this is the man I wanted in the Intergeekdom. This is arguably the league that means the most to me. It's the only one I played in. It's the only one I even have one put in. And it's the only thing that I ever invested myself in. So I have a lot of investment in the Intergeekdom. As much as I love
Sam's
all
like,
of
where'd that
Schmoedown,
go?
This is the one I was here for from the beginning. So
Nice
for
little
me, John Humphrey's been my guy.
shot
Greg
against
Alvin's been
Mike.
my guy. When I recruited them,
Ooh,
I
that's
saw
gonna be
them
fun.
as triple threats that just haven't had the chance
Greg's
to play.
going up against Mike.
Sam, I got to go to you on this one because I know you're an experienced veteran of the stage. I know you've done stand-up to much acclaim in your history. Does it give you any pause,
That
your
one time.
background versus Coy's background? Because Coy has clearly set up a diorama of the
he's talking
main
to Sam.
room in the comedy store behind him. Does that make you feel like maybe you should have tried harder on your background?
You know, it does. I spent $28,000 on this Usual Suspect wallpaper, and I have some regrets. Not no regrets, some. But if I had to do over again, I probably would have gone with Stand Up New York's backdrop.
Yeah.
Well, because Mark decides the winner, right? So I thought that I should appeal to the. Okay, so this is.
Absolutely. It's like America's Funniest Home Videos all over again. Listen,
You're going to my heart.
last
just learned
question
that
here
just
for
now.
You. Sam, you know,
Saw that in real time. That's a
you've been-
talent I
every
just gained.
time I see you, whether it's on backstage or any of the after shows, people ask you. You know, you have a former Intergeekdom champion.
Lollipop,
that you were
lollipop, ooh
engaged to,
la la lollipop,
and-
lollipop.
and that has been
Boom, boom,
talking to. It's Callan
Oh, look, the Schmoedown song.
Wow.
But who you've been, but she's been involved. Pushing has been around. She has been active. She was, I remember at the draft, she gave Jeannine a massive
down
hug
for a minute.
after you guys
Done
her.
making
How
noises
involved
by
has
putting your
Rachel
fingers
been
in your pen.
in the Intergeekdom preparation.
And incredibly involved. You know, and it's not because of her allegiance to me as her fiance. It is because one of the things that Rachel has always wanted is more female presence in this league. Something I've always wanted, something you've always
Big
wanted.
player.
And it is.
That's a
one
nice
of
shot.
the
I didn't know
goals
you
to
could
make
hit
sure
Oklahoma
that
from here.
Not just the players on the Usual Suspects, but all the female players in the league.
Well, it's very loud
have
and
the
irritating,
basis
hard
of
to miss.
knowledge you need to get to that next level.
The bottle or
So,
Oklahoma?
I mean,
Yep.
I consider myself very lucky that she is readily available to all of my players. But again, it's not just me and the Usual Suspects players that she wants to see succeed and do better. But certainly, she and Jeannine have had plenty of study sessions, plenty of good talk. She's given her a lot of great tips, and
That's
I
the other
think
thing you
that's-
didn't consider
she's
in,
invaluable.
in
Not
this.
just to me and Jeannine, but to any of the wonderful young ladies in the league. who are
Rachel's
looking for
backing.
A little bit of guidance.
Rachel
Well
Cushing's
said.
backing
All right,
behind
we're about
Jeannine.
to start this
That's a
match,
dangerous
but last thing
combo.
here for you, Coy,
Yeah.
before we drop off. Usual Suspects and Quirky Mercs in desperate
In an alternate
need
universe, that's a
for
team
some
up that would
points
cause
here.
some massive damage
How
within the
crucial
Schmoedown.
is this today? And will
Who
there be
runs
any
the
hard feelings
world?
Here, with
Still
Sam?
girls.
Well, I'm so invested in this particular match because it's Intergeekdom, because this has been what I wanted to see John do, because as I was saying before, this is I'm super invested, and as far as
Crushing
I haven't
machine,
gotten
I was
to play
trying
Sam
to-
yet this season, so I generally am just excited.
The
I feel like we're
compactors.
both in a must-win scenario,
It's a
which is
crushing
where I
machine.
like to be. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm
don't know.
sorry to all of my fans I just lost. We're a fourth quarter
I like
player.
maybe
this
the
is
one
where
at
I
the end
wanna
of
be.
the first
Brady
Terminator
shows
movie
up.
that actually like crushes
Red
the
Sox, we're
Terminator.
really good at
Yeah.
losing until we win, so I feel
So
like
it's a
I'm repping
machine that
Boston,
crushes
the-
a machine.
The
That's what I was
underdog in
thinking.
this match that I don't have a locker room guy, but I feel like I'll do okay when this all works out.
Sam, I only hear you say mean things when Boston's brought up. Any thoughts?
You know, look, I could go either way on this match. The points would be nice, but as long as I can get a few pot shots into Boston, sure. Look, here's what it comes down to. Yeah, here's what it comes down to. If we win today, I think it's amazing. I'll be incredibly proud of Jeannine and all the hard work she's put in. And if we lose, I'm going to take an axe to this wall, and you will never see it again.
Like the shining itself. All right. Thank you to Coy and to Sam. Good luck, gentlemen. Looking forward to the match.
Do we get that picture later of him busting through his...
Drop these guys out.
Here's Sam Levine.
Just as curious as we do as to how their competitors are going to perform here today.
I think they're confident. I think they're both confident, but of course, they've never played before in this division, so they're excited for them. I believe that they've been prepping them, and now it all comes down to this. Mark, are you ready?
I am ready. Is John Humphrey and Jeannine, are they going to be Jared Stidham, or are they going to be Tom Brady? We're about to find out.
I've heard the name Tom Brady before.
I think you got some sports in our movies.
Trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first.
I believe he plays for the Buccaneers now.
The Quirky Burks, making his
that's funny.
Geekdom debut.
He plays in Florida.
He is the 2017 Free-for-All MVP, the Mad Hatter, John Humphreys. Wait, that's just a board. That's just a board with a quirky merc. There he is, ladies.
I feel like I had to make some kind of entrance, and there's not really much I can do in the corner of this room. So I was like, "Oh, create suspense."
I like what you're doing there. I like the
and
setup.
branding.
I like. How you feeling?
I am nervous but excited because I mean, you know, as terrified as I must have come across in the pregame, we're ready to play, and I think Coy is right, if I may speak confidently. You know, Greg and I,
I'm nervous,
Marvel,
but excited, because I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one's holding a whiteboard.
Great today, I feel like I could bring some heat in the Inner Geek.
I just saw a guitar in the background, had to go with it.
Okay, John, I want to ask you, because you got two really cool-looking guitars behind you. So
if you make references like that again, you can leave, and I'll give you the peace sign.
Which one would you choose? Are you going acoustic, or are you going that more dark?
What's the other hand going to be doing?
I would
oh, you know. Oh, yeah.
Do you actually play those?
You know,
it's similar to the peace sign.
You edit it right.
Give or take a finger.
The same way George Carlin can.
Good luck to you.
We're number one.
In just a second here. And his opponent, representing the usual suspects, making her Inner Geekdom debut, Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine the Machine. I love that arm. I love it. Good.
Thank you.
The setup back there. Look at that setup. Are you excited?
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited. It's definitely something new, but I was super excited for this challenge, so bring it on.
Yeah, Jeannine, that glove, it reminds Christian and I of the Power Glove. You're probably too young to remember that great apparatus that came with the original Nintendo. Have you ever put one on? It feels amazing.
I have not, but this comes pretty close.
It was in that movie, The Wizard.
It's absolutely great. Now,
it's the Power Glove.
Talking to your manager about it, and
obviously
awesome. You've been asked questions about it. Look,
it actually wasn't. It really sucked.
Good God, you're old.
Yeah. You were on, and they were asking you about the Inner Geekdom, and you said, "Look, man, I hang out with some Inner Geekdom ballers. I hang out with Smets, my well, not necessarily co-manager, but advisor, if you will. Rachel Cushing is one of the greatest Inner Geekdom players of all time, and then Brandon Hanna and you used to have a relationship, so obviously you used to help him study for stuff."
Yeah.
You've been involved in the Inner Geekdom. Is this somewhere that maybe you haven't flexed your muscles yet?
One thing.
Yeah, I mean, in kind of helping other Inner Geekdom players study, I've kind of found that I had a pretty strong base to begin with, and just some other things I really needed to work on. And kind of with everything going on right now, I knew this would probably be the only time I'd have to really invest that time into it.
Who?
And you know, I've had a rocky road with singles, so I felt like, you know, this is my third year. It's time to delve into something new and really challenge myself and push myself. So I was ready for it. I'm not shy. I'm not afraid of hard work. So I was definitely ready to put myself into this.
Glad to have you. And now we're going to bring back John Humphrey here as they share the screen together. Mark,
You know the great thing about saying something against Hannah in a match that he's not in?
Kids. That's right.
He's probably not going to watch it to see that we said anything about him.
And if he does, we're going to know that he watched us.
10 questions from 10 different corners.
And we can hold that over his head later.
Trivia Schmoedown, inner geekdom-filled know-how.
You
Each
watched
question
our
is worth
reaction.
1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question.
Thank you.
There is no stealing.
It was shorter than your
round
7.
Number 1. As soon as we ask the question, please use whatever writing utensil you have handy and whatever writing tablet you have handy, and please write down your best attempt at the answer within that 15-second window. As soon as we address you by name, please reveal what you wrote on your tablet to your camera.
It's the ribs
at the
again.
same time, you verbalize your
Corona.
answer into the microphone. You each have 3
I had a beer.
usages of the
That's not what that is.
JTE rule throughout the
I had
duration
a
of
beer.
the match.
This
If you're not
is
sure you heard the
another
question
beer.
right, you want to buy yourself some time for dramatic purposes.
You don't drink Coronas.
Use the JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be used by your manager at any point
Oh, yeah.
throughout the 3-round
I
match.
prefer Dos Equis.
Christian, I
Not a
crushed it
sponsor.
Once again.
You did. All right, we start with John
You
Humphrey.
could be.
Are you ready?
Stay thirsty, my friends.
I kind of.
Machine.
Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. Here we go.
I
We're
can do
going
it
to go
too.
10 questions.
Aw, man,
Round
you
number
took my
1. We
thing.
start with the first one in the category of the MCU. Which member of S.H.I.E.L.D. is tasked with tracking down the Hulk at the beginning of 2012's The Avengers?
Wow. You talk about a thankless job, Christian. If somebody came to you and was like, here's $10 million, go find the Incredible Hulk.
Nothing
what do
like
you
a
say?
nice,
I'd
easy
probably
one
look for him
to
and hide.
start you
5,
off. Thought I
4,
raced it with my arm
Get
just now.
ready.
2, 1. Pens down. We start with John Humphrey.
Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow.
Yes. And Jeannine.
Black Widow.
That's correct. We're going to go
Black
1
Widow.
point apiece. All right, next
What
question.
they all said.
Your next question is in the world of Star Wars. Remember our tournament? It was a lot of fun. It was live on Twitch. Check it out. The question, what is the name, the first name, of Anakin Skywalker's mother?
Did you say to me?
It was not about your mom.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, but I bet Anakin got teased about that quite a bit.
Midi-chlorians.
And 5,
No, the mother.
4,
Oh, I'm
3.
sorry.
2, 1.
Mary.
We start with Jeannine.
Martha.
Me?
That's correct. And John?
Almost. I wrote Anna Queen.
Anna Queen. Anna Queen is
Shmee.
not right.
Shmee.
He's her kin. It makes total sense.
Now, the spelling is S-H-M-I, but that's kind of it's close
Got
enough
the
to sound
spelling
like
right.
the point. All right, next question.
Just like,
All right,
it's okay.
so we go
That's
to
fine.
number 3, Middle Earth. Dominic Monaghan plays what character in Lord of the Rings films?
Yeah, you know, Christian, John Bringer, that's an interesting point.
Which one is it?
Wouldn't you
Am I
assume
gonna
Anakin's
get it
mom
right?
was
It's a
just named
toss-up.
Anne?
Yeah, it should be.
Flip a coin. That's my answer.
But she went with
Why? There's more than 2 choices it could be.
Well, it's
There's only
she's
2.
She's a Peter Pan fan. I don't know.
Is that George
If
Lucas?
you put
the
Sam or
entire-
Frodo, you're wrong.
3, 2,
College.
1. Pens down, please. And John.
He's Mary.
Mary is correct.
God dang it.
And Machine.
Mary.
There we go.
Yep.
Machine is not
Mary.
missed.
Yeah, I
And
landed
2.
on the
And
tails.
Machine.
Pippin.
Yep,
All right,
I
next
put.
right.
Yes.
Move on to your next category.
50-50
That's
shot
the
there.
world Of DC movies.
That's Billy Boyd.
Need to
DC movies.
rewatch.
Could be anything as far back as the first Superman movie. We're actually going to
Brisket.
go with Superman Returns.
Still in the
in
teeth
that
then.
film, Superman Returns, who plays Richard White, Perry's nephew, and Lois's new fiance.
This was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a dull movie.
Yeah, but when you hear the John Williams score when he's hanging out on the airplane, that's awesome.
5,
I think I got one of the old markers.
3,
We'll pick one of those
2,
two.
and 1. Pens down. Jeannine.
James Marsden.
That is correct.
Ah,
And John.
dang it.
Oh, dang. I wrote James Cont.
And I put Jason Marsden.
I thought,
Yeah, I was having a
the
hard time
actual
pulling James also, but I got it.
Superman
James
2
Marsden.
Superman Returns.
Jason Marsden was the guy who was in all the TGIF shows back in the
That
90s.
role would be very
Donut
interesting.
Lord.
I don't think it would fit. Bad casting. All right, next question.
Oh,
you
this
go.
looks better.
There you go.
Marvel films. Marvel films. To impress Mary Jane, what does Peter Parker plan on buying with the money he will receive from winning a wrestling match in Spider-Man?
Can you imagine?
This is definitely
Lois
a question that has
introducing
been
her
asked
family to
before.
her new fiancé, played by James
How
Caan.
specific
Hey,
do
this
we
is
need
my
to
guy,
be?
Sonny.
I'm being very general.
Yeah, I think general's okay.
And 5.
This might be one of those, if you try to go specific,
3.
you'll be wrong.
Because they don't say like specific.
1.
He
Pens
says,
down,
"Oh,
please. And
cool."
We start with who we start with here? Sorry, John.
I wrote a Mustang or a super sweet car.
That works. And Jeannine.
A car.
That's right.
cool car."
Jeannine the Machine.
Does it have Smart Pack though?
Mark 5 for
Smart
3.
Pack.
We get into our next question.
She certainly is, and this next category has been known to fell some Intergeekdom competitors, and that is
Harry Potter.
the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
It's gonna fail me.
Question. At the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's
Yep.
Stone, who was awarded 10 points for the bravery of standing up to their friends?
Wow.
Oh, look at who got new toys.
What happened? No?
I don't know. I'm just writing someone's name.
What's
5.
their names?
4, 3, 2.
I'm gonna write a
1.
name.
Pens down,
Yep, that
please.
sounds good.
And we start
You
with
might have
Jeannine.
written the right name.
Neville Longbottom.
Yes. And
Oh,
John.
nope, I did it.
Also put Neville Longbottom.
And
Ron.
we now see ourselves with a 6 to 4
Hermione.
score. The
I was gonna
Machine
put Hermione.
Still with the
Yeah.
lead.
I
here
couldn't
as
think of
we
her
get to
name.
our next
It's
question.
definitely Neville
I'm
Longbottom.
just as
though.
okay as Coy had hoped.
Especially because they said that.
That's exactly the reason why I just said it's
Star
definitely
Trek.
Neville Longbottom.
Star
Good
Trek
job.
is our next one.
They confirmed it right there.
Who plays Hikaru Sulu in 2009's Star Trek?
You and I saw this, and we both
Yep.
walked out of it.
Blanking on his
Holy
name.
crap, us Star Wars fans like the Star Trek movie. Who would have thunk it?
Can you remember who we saw?
I'm mad.
5, 4,
Is that for me?
3,
Sulu does like White
Tom
Castle.
Connolly.
1. No.
Yep.
Pens down. And we go
Good old
with,
Harold.
John.
He also liked MILFs.
John Cho?
John
It
Cho.
is. And Jeannine.
John Cho.
Jeannine, the
MILF
Machine
guy number 1,
has
known as
not
John
missed.
Cho.
May I also
8
recommend that
6.
movie where
Humphrey,
he's trying to
only
find
down
his
by
daughter
2
and the
as
whole
we
movie's
find
on the
ourselves
internet?
Searching?
into
Yes.
Question number 8, Mark.
I didn't remember its name, but it's a very good
Remain
movie.
in suspense
Schmoedown.
as to who we saw that movie with. Your category
Very good movie.
in the world of the... You've been cheating on me? In your category in the world of the DCEU. And that question. According to 2017's Justice League, the Whedon Cut, what triggered the reactivation of the mother boxes?
Sounds like a 80s show that would have been on MTV. Motherboard.
You know?
Just so
I don't
many
know.
ways to
4,
So
read into that.
3,
I'm out.
2,
we're just going
1.
to go with
Pens
this.
down, please. And Jeannine.
Don't have it.
Don't have it. All right. So next, John.
The Resurrection of Superman?
Looking for the death of Superman.
Oh. Wait, it's not Cyborg?
Death of
Well,
Superman.
he had to die to get resurrected.
Yeah, we're late. The actual
Very
death
true.
is you're in the neighborhood. All right. So Machine
well,
misses her
you know.
first one.
Hey,
7-5. Still a 2-point lead.
stupid
Next
Harry
one.
Potter.
Heroes and villains. In how many films in the X-Men franchise did Michael Fassbender appear as Magneto?
You know, Jeannine's in this contest, Christian. Quite the accomplished artist. I actually own a couple of her pieces centered around Batgirl. So check out Jeannine's artwork wherever you can.
And a little extra here.
And, you know, John is talented, too.
5, 4,
Thanks, Xander Drax.
3, 2,
Yeah, this question's not that
1.
hard.
Pens down, please. And we start with John.
4.
That is correct.
Okay.
Jeannine.
4.
There we go.
4.
Jeannine
4.
only missed one.
There's literally
You
no
got
other
that one.
movie he could have been in.
9,
I was thinking, what's the one
9,
at
7, because
where
Humphrey
Wolverine's
got it
at the
as
end
well.
going through the
9,
metal
7 as we
detector,
get to our final question,
and
round
it's
number 1.
leading into
And
Days
that
of
is in
Future
the
Past.
category of mixed bag.
I think it's
Reach
the
your hand
Wolverine,
deep in the
and I
mixed
thought
bag.
he was
Could
there
be
with
DC, could be
Magneto,
Marvel,
with
could be a
Xavier.
Hobbit. Who knows what the hell is in there? Your question for a point. What comic book movie has the following cast? Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba, Mickey Rourke, Rosario Dawson.
Humphrey better get it because it was laying on the floor right behind him during the promo.
He's got it.
He better get this
He's
one.
got it.
He
You don't
was
look
in,
at that
the
cast
season
and
of
not
Curb Your
No.
Enthusiasm.
and not know who that cast belongs to.
5,
Him and John Hamm were great.
3, 2, 1.
So that's Jessica Alba.
Wow.
Comic book
Get
movie.
it. And John.
Yep, Sin City.
Filmed
You
in
see
Austin,
ourselves
Texas.
9 to 7.
Sin
What a
City.
first round for two competitors. who
Wait, you're
have
saying it's
not
better
played
than
in
either one of the
before.
Fantastic Four movies?
You got to give it up to John
Yep.
Humphrey, but really, spotlight's got to be on Jeannine
Fair.
here as she opens up big with those
The
two
first
big
Sin
points
City,
here,
at
but
least.
I'm gonna throw John just for
Oh,
a
not a
second.
dame to
Throw
kill
him
for?
out and bring in Sam as we get into the rules of round number 2. Here we go, Mark.
That's right. I
Yeah,
know
that's
the name
right,
of the
Christian. That
second
robot
Sin
hand
City
working
movie.
Wonders for Jeannine so far. Let's see how
You don't
it
have to
fares
say
in
about
round
that?
number 2, where
Dang.
she'll be using her electronic hand to spin an electronic wheel. It's back, ladies and gentlemen. It's better than ever. It's smooth, and it features 12 different wedges. You have 10 categories, and then you also have opponents.
Come
choice,
on,
and
wedge
spinners.
that I'll do
Once
good
the
at.
categories
And
stumble
Tilly's.
on, because this is Inner Geekdom.
That is a good wedge.
The competitor will be asked 5 questions.
Salad.
Each question's worth 2
I'm not
points.
so big on the
No
wedge
penalty for
salad.
missing a question.
That's just a
However,
thing of
stealing
lettuce.
Is available in round
Thing you
number
put
2,
under
so if
the
you're not sure
door
the
to stop
answer,
the door.
ask us for
It's a
multiple
wedge.
choice. We'll
It is
give
a
you 4
wedge.
It's a
options,
wedge
one of which
shape.
We promise
It's a
is the
wedge.
correct answer.
Cheese.
At that point, the value of the question
Depending
goes
on the
down
cheese,
to
I could be
1.
down for that
Christian,
wedge.
Both competitors retain their 3
Take your
usages
underwear
of
and
the
just
JTE
lift it up
rule
a
That's a
and
wedgie.
their challenge.
Ah.
So,
And I do like
look at
those.
the electronic wheel.
Very
Point
comfortable.
out that it's a sponsored
I'm
wheel,
sporting
ladies
one
and
right now.
gentlemen, and that is sponsored
Have to
by
be
none
wearing
other
underwear to
than
have one.
First-rate Nate.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, wherever you're watching this from, make it loud for
Welcome to
First-Rate
the Learning
Nate.
Too Much About the
Check it
Cinefanatics Hour.
Wait, so
if you
what am
wanna
I
check
feeling
out
that's really
Patreon,
comfortable
if you
back
wanna
there?
maybe have my name saying your name on a Schmoedown.
Was that Mark?
Which tier is right for you? I've recovered just fine. Nate's preferred wheel slices today were Star Wars and Middle Earth. Once again, first-rate Nate, you are first-rate in my book.
All right, because Jeannine, you have yourself a lead here. You can choose to go first, or you can defer, and we can bring back.
Well, at least the
John
person
and-
wasn't named after some kind of product.
Speak it out with your manager if you want.
All right, Nike,
We've discussed
we're
this,
just doing
but
it for
the
you.
goal is the decision
Wow.
is yours. What would you like to do?
I think I will defer.
All right, you're going to defer.
Clearly
All right,
not a
thank you,
sponsor.
Jeannine, thank you, Sam. We're going to drop you guys out for just a second.
Have we hit
here. We're gonna
1,500
bring
subscribers
in
yet?
These two characters. Here we go.
I believe so.
So we're going to bring
Oh,
the wheel
cool.
up here.
Still
Coy
not a
and
sponsor.
John, Coy, you
Or,
can discuss
actually, no, I don't
with
think we have.
John.
I don't know, somewhere in there.
After
We're getting
the
close.
spin.
If you'd like to be a subscriber,
Here we go.
there's a subscribe button down there.
Right. Humphrey, wishing it, wanting it, doing it.
We don't know what he's good at, what he's bad at. We have no idea. So we're going to
I
find
mean, he
out.
was good at pretty much.
Woo,
No.
pass.
No,
Spin again.
Spin it again.
Let's keep Wizarding World. I'm down.
No.
Down.
Coy, are you okay with that?
Humphrey.
I agree. It's definitely yep.
All right.
I
let's
fully
do
support.
that.
your choice.
All right, all right.
Apparently he's good at it.
Support the choice. All right, we're going to drop
It's his
Coy
game,
out of
not
here,
mine.
And now John Humphrey will be answering questions from the Wizarding
There's a
World.
rewatch
So,
of those
Mark, you
movies
ready
coming
to,
soon, so I
ask
can at least try to
questions
answer
That
any
music, Christian,
questions.
it's the Wizarding World.
You would think he would know how to
Alright.
cater to reactors.
I don't know
John.
if we get sued for that or whatever, but
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually that's made by our own David B. That's not Harry Potter music.
gosh, is there anything David B can't do? Another
It's like that. It's like that Conan
Humphrey is
O'Brien
about
bit
to
where
have
it's
questions
not
in the
legally
Wizarding
the
World.
song, so
Your
therefore
first
we can
question
play
is
it
2 points or 1
without
if you have
copyright.
multiple choice.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. We brought her back. Just want to make sure that Jeannine is back. Jeannine. So just want to remind everybody. Yep. Well, during John's questions, if everybody can keep their hands up there, thank you so much. And same. Here we go. Next. All right. Go ahead, Mark. Start over.
I've been let
What do I
out
do
of
with my
my
hands?
dungeon underneath the stairs. Here we go. Your first
Oh,
question,
oh.
5. What creature do
That's
Harry
okay.
and Luna bond over both being able to see in the Order of the Phoenix?
It's a wolf.
It's a phoenix.
Thestrals.
2 points for
Is that a
John
wolf or a
Humphrey. We are
phoenix?
tied
I
at
have no
9.
clue.
It could be
John,
either one.
Your next question. Wizarding World. In The Crimes of Grindelwald,
Pass.
which beast does Newt use to help him track
Pass.
Tina when they arrive in Paris?
A newt.
It's a lizard.
A Niffler.
Of course you use a Niffler when tracking something in
Started
Paris.
with an N.
This is so much better without a crowd and energy in the room. This is great.
I know.
Woo!
One of these big, huge games. Like, I know a lot of stuff, and it's just like me and Ellis cheering you on. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
So intimidating. That was good.
don't worry. I'm pretty sure somewhere first-rate Nate is going crazy.
I wasn't
behind
ready
you,
for
so
mine
that's
yet.
Good. Your next question, John. This is
Still
the
got it.
third of 5. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who finds Harry in Nocturne Alley and helps him get out?
That other one.
Hagrid.
He's still perfect
Hey,
in round number 2.
I got it right.
Really impressive so far.
Someone
Two
who
left.
resides in Nocturne
All
Alley.
right, John,
It was the
your
other one.
ultimate question in the
Hagrid is
Wizarding
another
World.
one.
What is the name
Yeah.
ghost
Myrtle.
of House Slytherin?
Is that Myrtle?
Myrtle.
Nearly Headless Nick.
The name of the ghost.
The Bloody Baron?
It is the Bloody Baron. That's
We named every ghost except that one.
Also 2 more points.
There's probably
John
one more that I
Very
didn't
impressive
think
so
of.
far for John Humphrey having an amazing round in the Wizarding
You
World.
know,
Yeah, that's
when all else fails, just go
You
with
did
John
the
Cleese.
most.
That's
Your next question,
what I've
John.
lived
This is
by.
also your last
It's my
question.
credo.
And if I can just ask the
I'll
crowd
get it
to
tattooed
please,
somewhere, probably in my inner thigh.
silence, so John can hear
You
me.
need to get it as a champ stamp.
In the Half-Blood Prince, who makes an unbreakable vow with Snape?
Myrtle.
Narcissa Malfoy, Draco's mother.
Christian, you had a perfect round number 2. That is good for
Jeez.
10 points.
I'm pretty sure Myrtle's female, right?
17 to 9
I mean,
lead.
Myrtle's in there
All of a
somewhere.
sudden, over
Just
Jeannine the
keep
Machine.
saying Myrtle.
That was an incredible
No, I think they're
round.
done.
Very impressive
Oh.
by John Humphrey, who confident in Wizarding World, and we
He just
obviously
ran the
see
table at
why.
that,
That
though.
was great stuff here by John. All right, John, we're going to
That is impressive.
Because
Because
we're gonna
I
bring
need to
back
watch those
Sam
movies again.
Levine,
But
and let's get that wheel up there.
I'm not in any rush.
Again,
that's the
and
round
it's
2
time
that you
for
want to
Jeannine.
have
You guys
right there.
can
Yeah.
discuss
2
during
point, 2
the
point,
actual
2 point,
spin.
2
Here we
point.
go.
No multiples.
We know Jeannine would like some Marvel
I would assume.
or DC.
The wheel
She had a Star Trek
communicating
outfit
with
before.
Jeannine's right hand.
Huh?
Eh?
Star Trek.
I'll spin again.
Okay. Again, here we go. This is it. Whatever you get here, got to go with. Here it is.
Unless it's the Wizarding World. What is this, your first time playing, Christian?
Well done.
Nice
And
heckle
of
by
course,
Sam.
on it, is it? No, DCEU it is. All right.
I thought he was actually trying to pronounce it. I thought it was like DC. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
It's the Dekir.
John.
It's French.
Here we go.
Dekir.
Janine, you have 5 questions in the world of
It
DCEU.
means we
Are
didn't
you
plan
ready?
well.
On this video, I've
Here we
both
go.
alienated
Question one.
Oklahoma and France.
Clark Kent
Nailed it.
goes by what fake name when he meets Lois Lane in the icy region of Canada in Man of Steel?
Man Manlington.
What fake name would he be?
Clark,
Multiple choice.
Clark Gable.
Is it A, Joe?
Oh,
B,
Joe.
Joe.
Kurt, C, Dan?
It's Joe.
D, Jerry?
Hi, Joe.
Joe.
That's correct for one
Because
point.
Superman's not clever at all.
All right, here's
Please,
the second one.
call me Joe.
When young Darla turns into an adult superhero at the end of Shazam, what is her primary metahuman ability?
She can eat a lot.
No. Was her speed?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, super strength, B, invulnerability, C, super breath,
That's the young
D,
one.
super speed?
Right. I'll say speed.
Super strength.
It's incorrect. John, the choices are
I wanna
A,
say it's speed.
super strength, B, invulnerability, C, super breath, D, super speed.
Super speed?
That's correct for
Yeah,
one
because I didn't
point
remember
steal.
anybody else having super speed, and
All
I
right,
knew it
here's
was one of
question
them.
number 3. By
Good
what
job, you
nickname
keep track of
do
speed.
the British refer to the scientist that creates chemical weapons for the Germans
Dr.
in
Poison.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Ooh.
Is it A, Dr. Gas?
Dr.
B,
Gas.
Dr. Poison? D, Dr.
Which, after the
Terror?
meal we've had tonight,
B, Ms.
we'll be visited by Dr. Gas later on.
Dr. Poison.
So let's hurry up and wrap this up so I can go to bed.
Don't know what you're
Multiple
talking about.
choicing her way around this round. Okay, she could really use a couple 2-point hits to close
I had
it
a
out.
lot of barbecue and
All
coleslaw.
right, so we're getting this is question number 4.
Cabbage.
In Aquaman, who voices
Brian King.
the Brine King?
Jimon Hansu?
Jaimin Hansu.
Jaimin Hansu.
It's incorrect
Ah.
for the steal.
Repeat the question.
It's your first one.
I don't even know
In
who's the
Aquaman,
Brine King.
Who voices the Brine King?
I think he was the green one. I don't know. Oh, he's gonna be CGI probably.
Jermaine Clement.
Looking for John Rhys Davies. John Rhys Davies.
Gimli?
Yeah.
True.
He said
All right,
Jermaine
here's
Clement
the
because that was the crab from
final
Moana.
question here. This is the 5th and final
Shiny.
question in this round. Here we go.
That answer was shiny.
In Justice League, which member of the League accidentally shoots at Superman after he has come back to life, prompting him to
Cyborg.
attack the group?
The only one who shoots things.
Yeah. Well, Batman in the DCEU kind of shoots things.
5.
Grapple hook.
Cyborg.
No guns.
That's correct for 2 points. All right, at the end of round number 2, John Humphrey, because
Little shuffling
of his
there.
They move places.
They got a
excellent
little
round, sees himself
shuffle.
within 5. Here it is 18,
They did the good old-fashioned
13,
Rubik's
5
Cube.
points as we get into round number 3. That was a big 2-pointer by Jeannine.
Oh,
Gets
good
herself
job.
within 5.
You solved it.
But
You're gonna
it
put a
is
completed
now
Rubik's
the
Cube there, right?
third and final round. Mark, how does it go?
That's right, and who would have thought that we'd
Sure.
be saying that John Humphrey is a 5-point lead after what we saw in round number 1? Here we are, but Jeannine's still primed to come back because there's a total of 10 possible points a competitor could
Probably
get
not.
in round number 3.
Ain't
This
nobody
is
got
the
time for
final
that.
round. Unless we go to sudden death overtime, here's how it works. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 15. Each number corresponds to a different corner of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, inner geekdom know-how. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. There's no penalty for missing a question. There's no stealing in round
Everything good?
number 3. John Humphrey,
No.
because
Have you seen the world
currently
lately?
enjoy a 5-point lead, 18
Good point.
13 over Jeannine. We're going to get
We're
your
okay, though.
3 numbers first. So, from 1
'Cause we're
to
watching
15,
Schmoedown.
What feels
You're always
lucky?
okay when you're watching Schmoedown.
3, 8.
Should be like the next slogan.
Not a sponsor.
3,
I mean,
8, 14
technically,
for John,
kinda.
for Jeannine.
2, 6, and 9.
2, 6, and 9 for Jeannine the Machine. All right, we're going. Hold on. First of all, I'm just going to bring in both the managers here, Boy and Sam.
Look at
Anything
John's
you'd
in the
like to see
lead
before
right
we
now.
begin round number 3. Start with Sam.
Dr. Gas is striking already.
Nice.
Jeannine, do not let the fact that your opponent got a very, very lucky wheel spin affect you. We are back to multiple categories, which seems to be a big weakness for him, so go get him, champ.
I believe John has my kind of energy.
Yeah.
John, this is exactly how I thought you'd play. I see exactly
Really?
where
That-
you're
that
matching
picked
in
up
the
on
first
camera.
round. You're playing like a
Or
champion
on
from
mic.
jump. I have
They
no
heard that
lack
one.
of faith in your ability in this last
Wow.
round, and I'm so impressed with that pot of knowledge. So let's bring it back to this final round.
No more eating before video.
All right, so we're going to drop Coy and Sam out. Thank you, gentlemen. Here we go. Round number 3. Going to start with Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine, you took category number 2. Category number 2. Back to the Future.
Oof.
In the first film, George McFly calls Lorraine his what when he means to say
Mom.
destiny.
Density.
Oh, yeah.
Density.
Density is correct for 2 points.
That's
You're my
right.
All right, now in
density.
order to tie it. And
Oh,
avoid the
George.
TKO,
Yeah. Duh.
You have.
All right, I'm
category
tuning into the
number
question
6,
now.
Jeannine. Category number 6.
Always a good thing to do in the Schmoedown.
Who said it?
Right?
Quotes. Which Batman actor said, "You see, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because
Which
I have
actor?
to be, now because I
Choose to be. That was Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Correct for 3 points. TKO
Yep.
Back
avoided.
in
and
the
It is
game.
now only going to be either between Jeannine or John. 3 points. 4 points are off the table. All right, so here we now get to John Humphrey. Mark, he chose category number 2.
He chose category number 3, Christian.
Yeah. All right.
But you are right. It is his 2-point question. So his 2-pointer, John, this will give you the lead back over Jeannine the Machine and your question. In the world of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, who directed Iron Man 3?
Shane Black.
Shane Black.
2 points. He's back on top, Christian.
Okay, so Jeannine
Shanathan
is in this
Black.
position now. She has her 5-pointer. She
Shanathan
has to
Blacksmith.
hit it in order to stay in the game and force it back to John. If she hits it, John's got to hit his 3, and it's 5.
Mr.
If she
Blackington.
misses,
It,
John
the
Humphrey
joke's done.
has advanced to the
You
next
sure?
round,
I keep
and
going.
The Quirky Mercs will have themselves a victory.
Do y'all want me to keep going? Let me know down.
All right,
Oh,
Jeannine.
wait. This isn't live.
Here we go.
Never mind.
Category number 9, Jeannine. And you find yourself once again in the DCEU.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Answers Harley Quinn.
The DCEU character Christopher Weiss is better known as what?
Christopher Weiss.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
First one.
Is that
Sorry.
Shazam bad guy?
The DCEU
No.
character Christopher
go by
Weiss
his name?
is
He went by
better
his name.
known
Oh.
as what? Five, 4,
I don't.
3.
Oh,
Two.
one of the Suicide Squad.
Question.
Second
It's
one,
got to be a Suicide Squad
the
one, but
DCEU character Christopher Weiss.
the only
is
one I can
better
think of
known
is like
as
Diablo, and I
what?
doubt his
It's
name
not
is
Diablo.
Christopher Weiss.
It's not Diablo. It's not Deadshot.
No.
5, 4, 3.
Is it Killer Croc?
Repeat the question.
No.
That's your last one. The DCEU character Christopher
It's not
Weiss
Boomerang.
is better
No.
known
That's
as
Harkness.
what?
Not the Knot, Top Knot, whatever his name was.
That's possible.
Slipknot. That's it.
Slipknot.
I'm thinking Slipknot.
I'll stop the world outside.
5,
I think Slipknot.
4,
Yeah.
3.
Black Mask.
No.
And
That's
your
Roman Sionis.
winner, ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
Mad John Humphrey. We're looking for Slipknot.
Yeah.
We got to it.
Slipknot.
We narrowed it down and got to it.
Humphrey finds himself.
Like it's got to be one of the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad.
yeah.
The waiting room for the moment as I bring
Wow.
Coy Jandrew.
I'm proud of
Coy,
us.
Corky Mercs. You do it. You make the move here.
That
People
was
are going for
good.
John Humphrey in the Inner Geekdom division.
Look at John Humphrey winning the
Unbelievable. He finds
match.
himself down
Wait.
in the first round.
Wait,
Has
busted
an
our bracket,
incredible-
but- Busted
our bracket.
Incredible
But-
second round, and finds himself with the victory here. 2018. How you feeling
broke the
about Mad
machine.
Hatter?
I said he was an Inner Geekdom player. I said we were a pressure team. I said when it counts is when we come to play, and I knew that he knew.
What
this
a world it
stuff,
would
and
be
I
if
knew
Greg
as soon as I
Alba
let
or John
the
Humphrey
pressure off,
carried
I
the
knew
Inner
as soon as
Geekdom
I
belt.
let him play, the game
Oh,
itself
that would be
would the
weird.
pressure he needed.
Oh,
Every
right?
single
Why does it
second,
feel
I
weird?
could hear
Because
when he got the questions he got
it
wrong,
wouldn't be
and
something
I
you
knew
would normally
exactly
think
what
of
that
right
was
off the bat.
The training he's done, the
Because
prep he's
up
done,
until
I'm so
really this
proud of
season,
every single
we had no
I hate to
idea.
say it,
all done admirably, and
we're
this is
being
where I
taken
wanted to go from the
seriously.
moment I
Yeah.
recruited him, and I'm
They were just
so
fun competitors to
months in the
watch.
making, a pandemic making this months in the making, and now digitally proud of this man.
But now we take them seriously.
John, I got to ask you something here.
'Cause they're winning matches.
Usually I ask the manager, hey, how nervous were you for your player? But it feels like there was a lot of pressure on you to get a point for the quirky Mercs. So did you feel added
That's
pressure
true.
from a normal Schmoedown just because you knew that you had an entire faction really needing you to get some points today?
Oh yeah, I mean for me it was kind of a twofold thing where it's like I know I got to show up for the faction, and you know the Inner Geekdom is a lot more specialized and there are some blind spots that I do have, so I did not come in with you know a lot of steadiness in my gait. But at the same time, everybody on the team has been really supportive, and Mara sent me a really nice, long, sort of, just, you know, supportive sort of, here's kind of what mindset to put yourself in.
That's the other
and
thing is
between
they've
her
got
and
Mara
Coy
on
and,
their
you know,
side
his-
that can
Coy's energy
help
alone,
much the same way that
kind of
Cushing
makes me
can.
feel like I
Yeah,
can do
for-
anything. It's like a vial of Felix
Usual
Felicis
suspects.
from Harry Potter, you might say.
Well,
So,
it was very impressive. You find yourself now.
That was
Corey, you guys
smart on
picked
his
up
part to
3
stick with Harry
big
Potter.
points here. Jeannine
If he
really
listened
came
to our
play,
advice of
put up
spinning
a
again
hell of a
just
fight
to
there.
appease
First
us, he
round
might have
had
lost
you,
this match.
And then, you know,
Yeah.
who knew that you were going to be
You know, if that was
good in-
physically
in
something
the
that
Wizarding
could
world besides you, obviously.
happen.
But, I mean, you impressed a lot of people here, and now you find yourself advancing to the next round.
And then Coy, you know, John's talking about how your energy alone is infectious and it really gets through to the entire faction. What is it about your energy that you think is inspiring your players to really want to not just win for themselves, but become part of something bigger?
Well, from the beginning, I've been saying that I recruited them all because I wanted them to enjoy the game. It's about the enjoyment of both the entrances and the actual gameplay and how good this feels. And I recruited each of them for a different reason. What really excites me about this game is I know I'm not good at it, but I know they are. So it's really fun for me to show the people that are so good at something how they can like hone their very specific craft. Like I'm excited to see people excited, and I live excited as I possibly can. Like even during quarantine, the sun is shining, the world is great, everything could be way worse. I'm thrilled just to have.
Don't say that, Coy. I mean,
this is an internationally
you say
recognized
that, it will
sport.
happen.
When
We've
I
still
was
got
in
half a
high
year to
school,
go.
I hated
Yeah.
how nerdy I was, and now I'm nerding out internationally.
Let's
and
let's
getting
pump
to
the brakes on this.
corral a
Assuming
bunch of
2020
people
isn't
who
a
I
teaser trailer for
respect, who I
2021.
admire,
Yeah.
who I cheer on.
Ugh.
I get to do this. I'm honored. I'm
Coming
flattered. So
soon.
all I try to do is be a mirror to their greatness.
Awful.
Corral them, show them their greatness, give them just that little extra boost. If
The
I can
movie.
just do just a little bit more and get them there, like
You thought
it's worth it.
Cats
It's worth
was
it.
bad.
All right, well, I want to say thank you to both Coy and John Humphrey. Coy, big win here today.
You'll
for
be
the
screaming
Quirky
for the
Mercs.
butthole cut
Congratulations.
when we're done with you.
Can I say before we leave that I was?
Can I say that on the channel?
See, you gotta stay.
I know, but I mean,
here's where it
yeah,
is.
yeah, we got that. But
And then you gotta go.
I know, but I mean,
it's just you can't. You gotta stop sometime.
Bolstering us up. I am honored to have played these guys. They both were incredible.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, guys, thank you very much. Congratulations. All right, gonna drop. Both
You're still shrugging.
these
It's
guys
over.
down, bring back
It's been over.
Both Jeannine the Machine
What?
and Glorious One Sam. Jeannine, I can see it. It's a little bit. You got to be. It's a little bit disappointing, but you got to be proud of your performance here today. There was something. I mean, first match in the Inner Geek team. You come out. You have 9 points in the first. At what tripped you up in the DCEU?
I think I should have just stuck with Trek. I think I maybe was shooting for MCU and thought I could do better with that, even maybe anything other than DCU. But
also Slipknot's in the movie for like
something that I thought maybe
a
I could
minute.
rely on my memory.
Yeah.
But
Then he
it wasn't as strong as I
went back to selling
Sam,
sparklers
any,
and
thoughts? I mean, obviously, I can tell. I know
stuff from
you, and I
his
can tell
Desert
you're super
Roadside
proud of
stand.
Jeannine,
He had a
but
character poster.
you told
Yeah.
you told me she was going to be really good.
That tells you all
9
you need to
points
know
in the
about that
first
movie.
round, coming out firing. Do you regret the decision of going second in the second round, or you stand by?
Absolutely not. I know that it's always the correct strategic move, no matter what anyone else wants to argue with me about. And I could not be more proud of Jeannine. That first round, I think, exemplifies how much stronger she is overall as an IG player. And with all due respect to her opponent today, John Humphrey, I think this match was 100% decided with a very lucky round 2 wheel spin from John and a very unlucky wheel spin for Jeannine. It can happen to any player of any strength.
Yeah.
Like I would never tell you I know all the
called
action
the Schmoedown.
movies, but if it
happens.
lands on Die Hard movies, I'm going to look like John Humphrey did in round 2.
I will. I will take that challenge.
That's all it comes down to. So. He
Oh,
obviously knows
so can we get a
movies
Sam
very well.
Levine
It was
and
an
Baby
incredibly
Carrots exhibition
fortunate
match?
wheel spin for him, and then it was 2 not
I won't
great
say
wheel
no.
spins for my stellar player.
Now, if y'all
Jeannine.
release it around
There
Christmas,
were
though.
any number of slices on that wheel she could have landed on that would
Happy
have kept that
holiday.
game absolutely as tight as it was.
me.
If not, in round 1, she probably would have gone 5 for 5, and then it really would have come down to
Call
round
that
3.
Merry
And I
Christmas.
can't tell you how proud I am of her for nailing her 2 and 3 pointers to make sure that she avoided that TKO. I can't understate
Yes, I know
how
what you were doing
important
there.
that was and how
Moving past it.
great I felt
This
for her
channel
for
has no
doing
room
that.
for controversy.
I'm sorry that we won't get
Yet.
to see how well Humphrey would have done in his 3-pointer and 5-pointer. I think this would have been
We'll see
a real
what happens
exciting
come
match
December.
if round 2 hadn't been so lopsided on the luck factor. But in no way does that take away from how proud I am of Jeannine and how kick ass I know she is in the IG.
I like Christian's nod. You can
And,
say that.
That is
only
acceptable.
bummer that I
That's-
feel is
that's
I
an
know
okay
this
word.
was the first round of this tournament. So the tournament is going to
It's,
take a while, but I know.
yep, that's
that
on
she
the
wants to
approved
get
list.
back in IG as soon as possible.
We
And I
still
wanna
can
see her,
monetize with that word.
in another match. And hey, maybe Humphrey will play her in a rematch somewhere down the road.
That was
Yeah,
my question. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
My question for Jeannine would simply be, we saw 2 very capable transfers from either singles or teams into the world of Inner Geekdom, which is a very tough thing to do. So, Jeannine, as you think about who you might be facing or what even league you might be facing them in down the road, is there one league that you're like, no, that's the one that I think I want to specialize in? Is there one
Jump
league
back
that
into
you
singles,
really want to
get some
have your
wins.
next match in between all 3?
I'm kind of excited for teams. We're still kind of talking about how that's going to work out. But I really didn't get to have the run with Ethan that I wanted in teams, and so I would love to kind of focus on that. But I loved putting everything in Inner Geekdom and really honing in on skills.
Was
and
that a
learning things
hint
for
that-
So I would definitely love to have another Inner Geekdom match soon.
Oh, I'm excited to have you in the Inner Geekdom division because I think when Sam told me that, I was excited. I know how hard you study, and I know.
I think
how,
we're kind of banking
I think
on
that,
Ethan's
look,
going
every
to be
player,
teamed with
your
Guy.
manager included, have had these seasons where it's just like these bumps.
I believe
and you're
Jeannine
like,
could be
I
teamed
can't-
with like Matt Atchity.
and you're right there, and then you see people like Sam and Ben Bateman. They come back and they're holding belts, and I think that that's in your future too, because that was a hell of a match. You can tell the work that you put in there, and thank you guys both for joining us here today. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, Mark. So, look. This is the standings card as it stands today. So you see how the Quirky Mercs, they needed these 3 points. It was big, but Sam said it.
Something flying
Usual
around.
suspects swatting away that TKO possible because Jeannine hit her 2 and 3, forcing,
I swear to God, we don't watch these ahead of time.
range.
Yeah, the usual suspects doing all they
We're
can.
just clairvoyant or
And,
something.
Christian, in the case of both these teams going into today's match, to use a phrase that you're familiar with, we're both grasping at straws for any sort of points they could have managed. So hats off to the Quirky Mercs. This is one that if you play it back and you ran it back, if you're on the basketball blacktop, you say, let's run it back, you have no idea how it's going to,
I thought running
out,
backs
but
were football.
I do, anytime you can be like John Humphrey and bring such a
Y'all got some
specialized
sports
knowledge
in my
of a
peanut butter and
particular
chocolate. I mean,
intergeekdom
movies.
category to this division, it just means that you're always a threat. So I don't think anybody watching this match today who is in this playoff
Ooh, I
tournament
do want some
is gonna be
Reese's,
taking
though.
that
I am
way.
always a
No, I
threat.
agree. I mean, I didn't know
To a
what
plate
he
of
knew.
barbecue.
Clearly now, that's the one thing, though.
Except
is
for
that
right
when
now,
his
I'm
next
pretty
match
full.
comes up, you're going to be aware of his Harry Potter knowledge after that particular round. But it also shows that this is something that I was hoping to see in the tournament. It was like, okay, well, out of these people that have never played before, who can hang? Well, Jeannine can hang. We know she's going to be able to hang inside of this division. We know that John Humphrey now is going to be able to hang inside this division. So the inner geekdom gets stronger by the round, and it's going to get stronger and stronger as we head into this match.
All these matches are going to be fantastic because with every continued advancing, it just puts more and more pressure on both the player, the faction, the manager, and you and I just get to sit back and watch the carnage. It's a great seat to have.
Absolutely it is, Mark, and it's a pleasure calling this with you, the Inner Geekdom Tournament. It is underway, and man, some great fights so far. So listen, if you guys haven't watched the Star Wars tournament, go over to twitch.tv.
What are you
/Schmoedown. Go and
doing?
do that, and make sure that you are tuned in here every Thursday and Friday for the Inner Geekdom Tournament. And you want the matches a little early? Become a Schmoedown patron today. Patreon.com/Schmoedown, and sign up today, and you will get the matches early. All right, Mark, once again, my friend, thank you for joining us today. For Mark, Baby Carrots Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Fantastic match. Our brackets broke.
Yeah, a little busted.
Brackets broke. Belly's full. It's a good night. We'll see y'all later.
Sorry, I was still in the process of getting a visit from Dr. Poison. Sorry, Dr. Gas.
Gas. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, could be poison. Yeah, that was not the way we thought it would go, but wow, it's still interesting to see a player succeed when you didn't necessarily have them in the winning spot.
Yeah.
John really showed he knew his stuff,
Yeah.
especially those Expelliarmuses and what have yous.
Yeah, most of that I didn't understand a single word he said.
Sorry, it's Expelliarmus. There's an R in there for some reason.
Are you done?
I hope so.
So, yeah, great match. I really think Jeannine could have held on a little bit more. It just really was like the luck of the questions.
Yeah, that it does come down to that. I mean, could there have been questions from DCEU that she would have been stronger at? Maybe. And what would we have seen if she stuck with Star Trek? That could be interesting too. I thought she was going to do pretty decent in DC. If we're going just based on like the insight from her costume choices. I mean, we've had the Miss Unite, so you believe that she could do good in Marvel. We just saw on her TikTok there that she had the Star Trek outfit, so
Uhura.
yeah, you would think that she could do Star Trek. But she's also donned that Harley Quinn as we spoke about earlier, so my mind would think that she knows at least a little something about DCU, and she probably does. She just wasn't asked the right questions there.
Yeah.
Jeannine is one of those players where she is better than her record shows.
Yeah, most definitely. Had these two been playing like in just a regular singles match,
Yeah.
and not Inner Geekdom,
It might be the other way.
it would probably be the other way. Again, going back to the fact that Jeannine has just had that more experience, she's answered more questions. That's where she's lived at so far. So Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting how this match went down. I'm completely okay with our bracket being broken.
Our bracket being
Our
broken.
bracket being broken.
Our bracket being broken.
I'm okay with that just because we got a really good match out of it.
You know what's unfortunate, though, is that means the usual suspects are out of the IG tournament in the first round. Both Jen Kemp and Jeannine the Machine were defeated in the first round, which means that's a whole tournament that the usual suspects aren't getting any points for.
Yeah, and that sucks as far as points and drafts and how that all works.
So right now, the pressure is on Molly Damon over in Star Wars in order to really bring it home.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Otherwise, we're going to see the usual suspects kind of fall down the rankings there.
Mm-hmm.
But that remains to be seen. We got a lot more IG tournament left. We got a lot more Star Wars tournament left. Well, there's like 3 more episodes of the Star Wars tournament left. Anyway, we got a lot more of these tournaments to go. And then after that, I believe we're going to get some... Christian was saying today we're going to get some of those higher profile matches like the Kalinowski versus the Guy, the Roka versus the Irwin.
Oh, we're going to go back to like just singles matches?
A few singles matches here. And then they're going to kick in that big old like 36-player singles tournament.
Interesting.
So we've got a lot more Schmoedown reactions for you here on this channel, so you're going to want to subscribe and stay tuned.
Anyway, it's not ready to plug yet, but we'll go ahead and do that anyways as soon as my voice clears. Ooh, yeah, cream corn.
Oh,
fantastic.
Gross.
No, that's what I ate. Anyways, go over to the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. That was highly inappropriate.
You're highly inappropriate. Continue.
Your mom's highly inappropriate. So, go over to the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe over there. Helps them out. Go to twitch.tv. Go to the Schmoedown over there. And follow, subscribe.
Twitch.tv/Schmoedown. The Schmoedown.
I will never be able to say that right.
Twitch.tv/
the Schmoedown.
The Schmoedown.
Yes, got it. So go over there, follow, like, subscribe to them on there as well. Make sure you hop on their Patreon, join the tier that's right for you, like they said. As for us, make sure you follow us, the Cinefanatics, at CinefanaticsMLP, at Twitter and Instagram. Also, come over to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Cinefanatics. We've got great stuff happening and brewing over there. Last month we did an Iron Man watch along. What is today? Today's Friday. We're doing this Friday night. Tomorrow, we're doing a watch-along for the stuff. Now, depending on when I edit this video and get it out, you may or may not be able to see this reaction in time for our stuff watch-along. It's okay. It's going to be up there on our Patreon, so join that $10 tier. Come back.
The Avengers.
You'll be able to watch it, because we'll tell you when to start the movie.
It's our Avengers tier. You want to get on that one?
So get on that $10 tier. You'll get the stuff watch along. You'll get the Iron Man watch along. The stuff we will be joined by Tim Franco.
The Tank.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. He doesn't like horror movies. It's going to be good.
It's going to be hilarious.
Even if you don't like horror movies, you'll like this one.
It's going to be hilarious.
That's enough talk about the stuff. The stuff. Also, make sure you come join us on the tagline. That's Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Central Time, where we sit there for about 2 hours, talk movies, Schmoedown,
and other stuff.
We'll probably talk about the stuff on this one. Anyways, yeah, a lot of fun. Make sure you like and comment this channel and this video as well.
Like and comment this channel.
Like and comment the channel. That's a new thing. I just developed a new thing that YouTube can do now.
Nah.
Like and comment the video and subscribe to the video as well. You can
subscribe to the video.
You can hit subscribe by hitting the button. I did that one on purpose. Hit the subscribe button down below, or you can hit the subscribe button that's right up there above his head. Over here off to his side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always, just had to do it the final time, didn't you?
Yep.
You should make a machine that does that. Later.
See ya. You know what my favorite Dr. Seuss book is? Hop on